What is the deal, beautiful people? As Snow would say, what's good, my G's? G stands for Gamerz. Yes, Bowser on the screen, Mario Brothers. Yeah, it feels kind of weird to see me playing this. It feels even weirder to see myself playing it, god damn it. But yeah, I got my Nintendo Wii U, and I got a 3DS. Some special edition Mario thing, I don't know. Mario Luigi? Huh? Whatever. And I want to talk about this, man. This has been a hot button topic for a while, and whatever's going on with Nintendo, whatever that is. So I went out and got my Wii U because let's face it, I'm gonna buy anything or everything but a PlayStation 4. Seriously though, I really didn't like that bird shit that Sony did at E3. You know, setting the troll army out and talking that smack. So I'm not vibing with them right now. So I got me a Wii U. And another part of that, I'm just tired of fucking, you know, sometimes I come home, I want to hop on the game, but I don't want to concentrate. Like I don't want to sit here and play Battlefield all night and be, you know, 110% into this game. Like sometimes I just want to play something like Mario, god damn it, and relax and take it easy. So this is what this is too, you know, this is what this is about. And as you can see, Mario is rocking in his cat suit right now. Definitely something new to me because I wasn't paying attention to Nintendo World, but yeah. But let's get in. You know, a lot of the problems around Nintendo was that game drought was very real, and Nintendo's got a very serious issue with third-party support, as we all know by now. But I feel like Nintendo is the one game company that really didn't need the third party support, because their IPs are ridiculous. I mean, they've got characters and mascots and it's just so much they got in their hat that I feel like they're not even using. They just been hitting people in the head with Mario for so long, and they don't even have to, which is the crazy part. But one thing I will say about these Mario games is, man, these games are quality, man. Nobody does this platforming thing like Nintendo, and I mean nobody. I hopped in there and I played it for a little bit. You'll see some of the footage as a joint roll, and yo, this is an unbeatable formula. I just gotta give it up where credit's due. But when you talk Nintendo, that's sort of what you talk is software, because that's their strongest asset. And I kind of got my own stipulations as to why the Wii U sales have been disappointing. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Wii U. You know, when you capture the casual crowd, you got to remember the casual crowd are not hardcore gamers. They don't go out and buy a console each generation. So the Wii U, the Wii, actually, the original Wii, just, I don't know, man, that thing was like a freak of nature. It just outdid everything to like a ridiculous, you know, like the sale numbers on the original Wii were through the roof. And it was so crazy. People who didn't play games had one, casual gamers had one, hardcore gamers had one. So a PlayStation fanboy still had a Wii U, an Xbox fanboy still had a Wii U, the PC gamer still had a Wii U. I'm sorry, I keep saying Wii U. You guys know what I'm saying, the original Wii. Everybody had an original Wii. And when the Wii U came to market, the gamepad was cool, yes, but I feel like the market was already saturated with the Wii. Like, whoever was going to own a Nintendo product already owned one. So it's a tough sale to sell them that again. And I feel like that's probably what they're going through right now. I don't think it's any different, any much more of a science than that. And it sucks because the Wii U gets overlooked. And software aside, I think the Wii U's hardware is so dope. And yes, I understand the off cycle, and I wish Nintendo would get back in it. Like, there used to be a time when whoever was making games, if you were somebody, you'd be at E3 all together and you'd be fighting it out. Nintendo sort of, they withdrawed from that, and they, you know, they really put themselves in this off cycle world where they're in the middle. So the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 exist, and then there's the Wii U. So technically the Wii U was the first next generation hardware, but it wasn't what hardcore gamers expected, meaning it's powerful. It's more powerful than the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, but it's not as powerful as the P4 and the Xbox One. You get what I mean? So they're in that weird middle ground, and that's where they want to be. And I kind of wish that they didn't put themselves in that space. I wish they'd have took the time and just packed this thing with raw power from the get-go, and just compete, man. Like, it's sad to say, in today's world, people don't care. People are hardware whores for whatever reason. Like, you're almost irrelevant if you don't compete with the fastest processor, the most RAM, and DDR5 RAM, and this GPU. It's sad, but that's the world we live in. No one appreciates anything for anything. You're quick to draw a comparison to something else on the market, and if it isn't, the numbers don't align, then, you know, this thing gets written off as inferior or a waste of time. So maybe that's part of what's going on with Nintendo too. It's tough. There's so many variables, and like I mentioned before, the gaming drought. The gaming drought is real, and now they're starting to really pick it up. You know, the Mario Kart World 3D, whatever the hell this is I'm playing here, and they got the Mario Kart 8 rolling out, and that's receiving a lot of good publicity. They got some new Zelda game mixed with Dynasty Warriors on the horizon, and they got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff coming, and that's all well and dandy. But what I really, when I look at this Wii U, one of the things I'm truly fascinated with is the gamepad. And Nintendo sold this as and I guess they did take advantage of a few of the games. There's so many different ways you can use this, and nobody's is really as effective at visualizing the use of their hardware like Nintendo themselves. So, you know, you can do everything from throwing ninja stars to, I don't know, just mirroring the console. You don't even have to have the TV on. And that to me is one of the most impressive aspects of this thing. Like, I was playing Titanfall the other day, and in between Titanfall rounds, because there's a shitload of time in between Titanfall rounds, I'm playing Mario. Matter of fact, the part that's recorded right now, I'm playing. And it was like, okay, you know, I could deal with that. That's fine for me. This is like the epitome of casual gaming. Like, this is how it's supposed to be done, and I really respect them for that. Especially the fact that you don't really need your TV on, and it just goes to speak to the gamepad itself. Like, when you hold it, it doesn't feel like a tablet. It doesn't feel awkward. It just feels right. The ergonomics are like so on point. You know, the triggers, the way it fits in your hands, the groove by your palm. You've got 2 buttons up top. You've got another 2 triggers sort of midway down. The analogs feel really good. And the buttons, the buttons are all fine. It's just so dope, especially when you come back to the mirror functionality. They figured out how to really get this thing responsive from the console to the gamepad. It's 1-to-1. The gameplay is instant. And one of the nice little touches I like is when you're when you're actually using the TV. When you're actually using your TV and the sound comes through the TV, the sound coming from the gamepad is a little bit different. So it gives it like this nice Dolby-ish sound. It's something you really have to hear. But nonetheless, what I really think would make would put Nintendo like back in that untouchable space, and I want you guys to really think about this, is if they could somehow find a way to remove the guts of the console, you know, the actual graphics card, the RAM, just the power of the console from the part of it that sits by your TV, and put that in the gamepad. And now if you want, you have the part that sits by your TV mirror the gamepad. So essentially the gamepad is the console, and the part that sits by the TV is just a you know, it's just there to mirror whatever goes on in the console. This to me would be such a huge win for gaming, especially when you look at you know how Apple likes to claim these numbers about people playing games on the iPad and whatnot. This something this size with real controls on it, like the analog sticks that it has, this would completely redefine the industry. Like, I feel like this should be the next Game Boy. Like, this would be murder for anything mobile and consoles alike if they could figure out how to do it. And I know there's some challenges there. Like, you gotta, right now the gamepad doesn't last more than 4 hours to charge, but they gotta figure out how to get some batteries in there. And it might be a little heavy because of that, but if they could really just reverse how the Wii U works for the next generation, oh my god, it'll be like a magic bullet for Nintendo again. That's my real thing, and I think I've heard that somewhere before. I feel like I have, but I haven't been paying attention to Nintendo for so long. But you know, like I said, man, like I said over at Lifestyles, and I'll say it here too. If you guys want me to review this thing, let me know. I wasn't planning on it, but it's such a dope system, man, and it's really refreshing to play something completely non-competitive, casual, but still dope. And Nintendo just pulls this casual gameplay off so effortlessly. And I don't even want to say it like that, because I feel like I'm not giving Mario his due in these platformers. They're just serious games, but they're just so much fun, man. I can't say enough about Nintendo with this thing. I wish they would work on the interface a little more. They got some work to do there. Like menus are clunky, and the Miiverse thing is a little suspect right now, but all the concepts behind that are dope. I mean, there's a lot of individuality on this platform, and I see why Nintendo fanboys are Nintendo fanboys. Like, there's a lot worth getting up in arms about when people disrespect it here. It's a great platform. So yeah, you guys know me. My name is Ramon, also known as Uncle Rza around here. Holla at me in the comments, man. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with Nintendo. We just wasn't paying attention, baby. They're doing the damn thing, man. I'm out of here. Leave a comment on the video. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. Show some love. Peace.